Hi guys, I thought I'd do a video because a lot of you are wondering if yesterday's news was April Fool's or if it was true. So, unfortunately, I need to be the bearer of bad news. The news is true. I guess we announced it on April Fool's to maybe soften the blow a little bit, but I mean, you can't really soften the blow on news like that. So by August 1st, our store will be closed. At the moment, we don't have anywhere else that we're going to be going to. But I thought I'd do this video to kind of talk you through our kind of journey, so you can have a better insight on what's going on. Okay, so COVID comes along. We have to close our store in Glasgow and in Edinburgh because we can't trade from there. We have to pivot. We have our website, luckily, where we can sell our bubble tea kits across the UK. And since then, we've developed more products like our bubble tea cans that we can ship all over. And that side of the business is growing, which is amazing. But obviously, we had to make that decision of, do we keep our Glasgow store, Edinburgh store, and our online store? Because back then, it was just myself. It was my brother, Liam, and my sister-in-law, Jerica. Small team, a lot of stuff to, figure out, a lot of stuff to keep running. So we had to make the hard decision of closing the Edinburgh store because we're all based in Glasgow, where we can invest more of our time in the Glasgow store and grow the online shop. So that was the first hard decision that we had to make. Then things are slowly kind of getting back to normal, still unsure where things are going. Sales in the shop are steadily increasing again, back to what was before COVID. And then we're hit with, obviously, the war in Ukraine. So that means energy prices are through the roof for everybody. To give you an example of how it affected us, usually we're £300 to £500 a month in our energy bills. This went up to £1,500, which is over 3 times more than what we are budgeting for. But, we were like, okay, we're going to figure this out. We're going to just deal with it. Never did we ever think we were going to close our store because of this. So deal with this, and then cost of living crisis, have to deal with that. So our suppliers are increasing their prices 3 to 4 times. Again, taking our stride. We're going to deal with this, and we aren't going to close, our online store. We're not going to close our physical store. Put everything we can to make sure that we survive this. And now, obviously, April's coming. There's an increase in, wages, which is great. It's in line with inflation. We are prepared for this. We do hire around 20 people. So this means an extra couple £1,000 a month going up in our wage bill. But, we're aware that this is going to happen. It happens every year. We're going to take on this extra cost, figure out ways that we can get creative to generate more income. So yeah, deal with this. Well, you can't always prepare for everything. We didn't know the pandemic was coming. We had to get creative, pivot for that, dealt with that. Didn't know about, obviously, the war in Ukraine, but we've dealt with that. Cost of living crisis, again, coming our way, but trying to deal with that. And now with, obviously, an increase in the staff costs, we can prepare for it as best we can and, deal with that. However, external factors come into play where we have no control over. So we got a letter from our landlord, and he is exercising his right to take back the unit after 10 years. So that date is the 1st of August, and he's taken back his unit. We can't do anything about this. We're so busy on focusing on other ways, other things to try and keep us going so we can survive, that we don't even think like that's a thing, that, we won't have a home to trade in. So yeah, it was a bit of a shock. We're still trying to deal with that, process the information. But now it comes for us to make another hard decision. Do we try find a new home? But then it would take away focus from other areas that are growing, like our online sales are, amazing. It's growing each day. We have our stockists, so we stock at around 50 places around the UK. That's continuously growing as well. Do we then figure out if we should have another physical store? because if we do, that comes with extra costs, which we haven't budgeted for, unfortunately, because this isn't something that was on our radar that we had to budget for. We need to think about legal costs to get the new unit, the fit out costs, depending on the state of the unit and what was there before, and then of course just rent deposit. So this could be upwards from £8,000, £10,000, depending on the unit, and that's just, well, it's a lot of money. So we need to make hard decisions. Is this money better well spent in other areas of our business, which we know is growing, or do we put it into this new retail store? Because obviously, well, that's where we started. It's very sentimental to me. It was nearly 10 years ago that we opened Tempo. We've created an amazing community of you guys supporting us along the way. I'm so blessed and thankful that, you know, we have all of our amazing customers supporting us, that we can be here for almost 10 years. So I will do everything that I can to obviously make sure we have a new home. But your support would be amazing. We're always asking our customers where, you know, are there any new units or units in general that we could go to, partnerships, collaborations with other businesses potentially, or, you know, could we set up a GoFundMe where our community can help us fund this new home? And, you know, I know it's really important for you guys because you love coming to the shop. It's just, you know, it's just something there where it's like a safe space for y'all, you know, and you can make sure that you can get a real, you know, positive energy. It makes your day. I love being in the shop. I love chatting with all our customers. It's just great to have. And it's just an amazing community that we can, you know, develop even further. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. You know, we've dealt with COVID, dealt with, you know, the war in Ukraine, dealt with cost of living crisis, the wages going up, and unfortunately this external factor, which we didn't really see coming, has happened, and now we're at a crossroads and trying to figure out what's the best decision for our business. So yeah, just comment below. Obviously, all your comments yesterday really touched my heart. It fueled me to, you know, be determined to try find a new place for all you guys. So just these nice words, you know, really impacts me, to make sure that, you know, we will try and find a new home. But again, I need to put on my analytical thinking cap as well to see if it's the right decision for the business, because I don't want to do that and then ends up just Tempo, just the whole business is shut down. So yeah, just comment below if you have any ideas, suggestions, or just even, you know, say anything. I love reading your comments, and I will keep you up to date if we have any more information. But for now, I'll speak to you later. Bye.